Welcome to another episode of Sky Factory 3. If you look at in the top corner of your screen there, it'll show you the day that I'm on. Apparently, it's 10,018. God, I knew this would be a long episode, but that's like lots of years. Anyway, I have had lots of progress since the last episode, and I thought I would show some of it off. We're going to start over here, where I'm setting up work on getting the rainbow generator up and running. I currently have two redstone lines going into this to control it. The safe red line, which is any generator that is not anything that's a renewable resource that I have that I can make automatically and won't harm me by running it, is on the red line. Then you have the blue line, which is any non-renewable, like the Dragon's Breath, the halitosis generator. I have to actually go out and harvest the Dragon's Breath, because I have not yet figured out a way to automate that. And the Nether Star generator will wither me when it's on, so that's also on the blue line. But I have fuel in both of them, so if I turn it on, they too turn on. See the black particles for the wither? I put up this glass wall thinking that it'd give me enough distance. It will for the death generator when I get that up and running. But as for the wither, as you can see, the particles actually come out on this side of the glass. So, yeah. That's one of the things I've been working on. Make sure these turn off. Yeah, they turn off. The next thing that I've been working on is over here on my wither. I've completely remodeled this. Looks like he's stuck again. That happens, by the way, when I run out of soul sand, which shouldn't be a thing that's happening, but occasionally it does happen. I've moved some soul sand chickens in here. But yeah, when he runs out of soul sand, this thing gets kind of jammed. I've remodeled it, so it's now 3x3 on the inside. See, it runs out. Oh, hush you. It runs out of soul sand in the center, and then places a wither skeleton down there. I don't even know how that happens. To fix it, you just have to remove the wither skeleton. Replace that. Now to restart the machine again, you have to just remove one of the skulls up here. I don't know whether or not... It seems like just a thing... It seems like just a thing that happens when I run out of soul sand. I put a bunch of soul sand chickens in there to stop that from happening. But it looks like it's not producing enough soul sand to keep up with the speed of which I'm spawning these here withers. Now, I'm not necessarily going to go to the billion RF a tick via using nether stars, because that just seems, where it's doable, it's cheesy. It's not a constant 1 billion RF a tick. It's just like a one-off and done. So I'm going into trying to figure out ways of getting my energy level up to 1 billion RF a tick constantly. And I'm getting close. I'm currently generating almost 5 million RF a tick. So I got 1.4k in here. I need about 500k, and I'll be able to run this thing constantly for 1 year. 1 year. It's not hard to do. I just have to kill like 500,000 withers, right? That's not an issue. I've got this going to supplement my wither. I really got to do something about these farming stations. There has to be a better way of doing that. Now, one of the other achievements that I have to do is that I'm going to do before the end of this episode, and what we're going to be working on in this episode, is you see that big chest over there? Well, the chest that I had over there was too small for the achievement. The achievement is for a 16 by 16 by 16 chest, and my colossal chest was 11 by 11 by 11. So I have to make it bigger. This one, because that last one's fluids, because I added a fluid thing. We're going to go over that in a second. After I get these crafting. Make 1,000 of them. Start. I want to auto craft them because this is up and running. I would have thought that there'd be more in there than that, but I guess not. This is up and running for... Oh, that's right. It stopped running. Come on. It stopped running because I ran out of mushrooms. My mob farm no longer has any mushrooms in it. What can I put in there? Nether wart. I could do nether wart. Or sugar. I think nether wart would be better though, because I have a nether wart chicken that will never run out. 1.5. I'm currently using a mushroom, which is just a 1. So it'll actually be... No, it's a 1.5. Alright. We'll put nether wart in there. That should supplement it. And will not run out because I have a nether wart chicken. And I'm voiding them anyway. Get that running again. There we go. I'm doing this because I set up another down here. I got my another furnace generator going for power that is feeding in coal. Now, this is not something that was originally part of this build. I added it in to have something to do with the coal that I'm getting from the drops here. Because I was like, you know what? I'm getting all this coal. It doesn't need to go in my system because I've already got more than enough coal for every need that I could ever have. Why don't I just convert it into power? I'm trying to get to 1 billion RF a tick anyway, so it's just something to do with the coal. Experience lobby list, so I'm not wasting the experience. Although, technically I could have the experience centered up here because this thing will also collect experience. I decided against that. Put it in the obelisk. Now, the reason this is a Killer Joe and not a mob masher or whatever from Draconic Evolution is I wanted something that I could level my tools on. Because believe it or not, it does get experience for killing things here on this Killer Joe. So it's a way of getting experience into my Tinker Construct weapons. As you can see, this one has got 2 modifiers, so I've already got the sharpness up to max, unbreakable to max, luck to max. I can take the beheading even higher. So that's a thing that I could do. But yeah, that's why it's a Killer Joe, to level my Tinker's Construct weapons. And that's why I need the nutrients to feed into the tank from, well, using a exporter. This exporter right here, I believe this is the one set to, yeah, this is set to items. It was importing solarium daggers so that I could get mob chunks, so that I could set up the wither field that you saw earlier. But I've gotten every seed that I could possibly need for that, so I switched it over to I actually just took the solarium dagger out of here and then put in this. I put this in to complete the achievement, which is to create a Tinker's Construct weapon that does 20 or more damage. It does 26.7. So that's an achievement done. Go home. And it's to supplement my wither skulls now. I mean, technically, I got what I wanted out of it. It was just for getting enough seeds for my wither farm, because I get more than enough skulls than I will ever use off of this wither farm right here. Is wither, right? I'm saying that right. Yeah, wither. Alright, this wither farm provides enough essence to make more than enough skulls to keep the wither generator running indefinitely. My short log right now is soul sand and not wither skulls. So I could take the wither farm offline, but it's set up now and it's in a different dimension that is, for the most part, always unloaded. I mean, it's chunk loaded, but the dimension itself does not cause the server much lag, so why not just keep it running? I, at some point in time, might need it for something like leveling a Tinker's Construct weapon. Anyway, we need to work on that. So the reason why I use the system to make these and not actually go through and make them, because I have the resources. That's not the problem. The problem is the last time I went through and shift clicked a stack to make them for these colossal chests, it crashed me. Refined storage does not work well when using the crafting bench to craft multiple items. I don't know why. AE, Applied Energistics, never had that problem. And they're almost the same mod. Almost. I mean, there's big glaring differences in them. Currently, I prefer Refined Storage over AE, but that's just because AE went to channels, and it became more of a headache to manage. Can I manage it? Yes. Yes. It's not impossible to figure out how to get big networks to do what I want them to do, but at the same time, it's a headache, and it's not one that I want to deal with right now. Thankfully, I don't have to, because it's not in this mod pack. It's Refined Storage. But at the same time, it's just, I really wish that it handled the crafting better from using just the crafting interface, because there's some things that I don't think that I need patterns for. Whoops. Take my hand off shift for flight to work. But I'm going to have to use patterns because... And by the way, my Better Builders one does not work on this. I've tried. So I've had to hand build this entire thing. It's obnoxious. Especially since I had to tear the whole thing down. Thank goodness Vein Miner did work. I had to tear the whole thing down because in order to keep it centered, I couldn't just knock out 2 walls. I had to knock out 3 of the 4 walls. I could have kept the front wall, but when you're using Vein Miner, you don't exactly get the option of choosing which walls you keep. And for those of you that pay attention, you'll notice that I upgraded my hatchet as well. It's no longer an iron hatchet. It's still fairly low level because I don't use it for a whole lot. And you're about to see another piece of technology that I put up and running. I took down my range shield and put up a weather controller that turns rain off. There we go. Look at that. It's a 16 by 16 chest. I am never opening that monster. Like, seriously, this thing is the creator of so much lag. Can monsters spawn up here? I am very curious. No, they cannot. Alright. Let's put away the extra that I do not need. Alright. And then... we're going to check the achievement book. See what all we have managed to get done. Now, create a 16 by 16 by 16 colossal chest. Done. We are still working on that one. It's going to take forever. And I'm working on that one as well. I suppose I could do this at any point in time. It's not like I don't have... You know what? Let's do this. Create a near infinite grid power with extra utilities dragon egg mill. I mean, come on. How many dragon eggs do I have in here? Apparently only 28. I had more. Alright, where's the dragon egg mill? Dragon egg mill. Holy crap, what is this? Elven trade. Well, I guess we have to get into Botania for that. Maybe that's what next episode will be. I will, between episodes, maybe set up a platform for Botania. I have yet to even remotely get into Botania. Alright, I had more achievements to check off than just that one. Where am I going? I was going to go check on my mob farm, which I occasionally do off camera. Alright. Let's see. I need to work on this one too. Alright, let's go this way. I'm pretty sure this is fill a draconic battery is fill any level of the basically the thing that I have there is a sun. It's actually the last level of it. Do I have my tablet on me? I don't think I do. Yes, I do. Come on. Energy storing core. Alright. The energy core. Now, I have the final tier, which is tier 8. Now, tier 7 is 2.14 trillion RF. That's how much it can store. So technically, I filled this, alright? Because I have 114 trillion RF stored in my core. This one's near infinite. I'm really sure I'm not going to fill that. But since I filled up to tier 7, I'm going to call that done. Unless, of course, a draconic battery is something else, in which case, in the comments, feel free to tell me, and I will go about filling it. I need to do this. I need to make the draconic stuff. And I will be hitting up making this stuff in the next episode. Did I pass up the Tinker's Tools thing? Yeah. Craft a elite Tinker's weapon that does 20 damage or more. Done. I need to work on this as well. I think the only way to get into that is to put upgrades on my draconic sword, which is a draconic sword, I believe, and not a wyvern. Yeah, it's a draconic sword. I skipped the wyvern stage and went right for draconic. I need to create some of this stuff as well. I have hatched a dragon egg and trained it. And I will show you that in just a moment. If he's still there. I don't believe that area is actually chunk loaded, so he might have despawned. Here? Nope, he's there. There he is, right there. With the saddle on him. Next to all the creepers. I have no idea. I've done quite a bit of generating land with the terrain scanner, but I haven't done it recently, so... Oh, he fell. It's a pretty nice, sizable area. It's got quite a few chunks in it. Unfortunately, its time is very slow. Like, days last for days, and nights last for nights. So, the time difference on this area, it's never day here when it's day on my skyblock, or, you know, vice versa. So, and sleeping in a bed here does not change it over to day. So, there's that. Diamond down here. But I'm totally going to continue building it out. I want to find a an icy biome. So I'm just going to have to keep generating until I find one. It says I'm still in the ocean. 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 Yeah, still in the ocean. Several thousand chunks later, still in the ocean. But then again, for all I know, this entire generated world is just one biome, ocean. Because that's how they work. They could be just one biome, they could be multiple biomes. But it looks like it's just a singular biome, and it's ocean. So what I might have to do is find a ice biome in this world, which is the overworld technically, and generate that. So I mean Extreme Hills Plus, Extreme Hills, River, Roofed Forest, Roofed Forest M, Sunflower Plains and Plains, Flower Forest. But yeah, I'm going to have to probably do it out here, because I don't think that I can get an RF world to have what I want it to have. I just love that. Now I'm trying to think of what else I did. As you can see, I've done a lot of upgrading to the Wither farm, because, well, now we've got some lag there. Come on. It's the rain. I blame the rain. I always have lag during the rain, which is why I have this right here. Celestial Manipulator set to a rain sensor to turn the rain off every time it starts to rain. And that affects every dimension, by the way. So if it's raining anywhere, it will turn it off. This is what I'm trying to fill up. So much cobble. Anyway, that is all for this episode. I'm fairly sure that there are some things that I've done that I've forgotten about, but I do a lot of off-camera work. I'm really enjoying this series. Even if I'm not doing a lot of recording in the series, I'm doing a lot of playing in the series. If there's something specific you want to see me do in Sky Factory, let me know, and I'll try and record doing it. Like, I'm going to do the draconic stuff, but I'm going to do it all off camera because I can't automate it. I seriously can't over here in Zero, so it's a whole lot of me putting things inside there to get items out of there. And it's boring to watch. But if you want to see me do it, you let me know, and I'll put aside some time, and I'll record a very boring episode. Alright, that's all. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and I will see you later on the next Sky Factory 3 episode. Bye.